Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're doing something we do a couple of times a year, and that's update all the new people and the old people, and whoever needs a refresher, about the Magic the Gathering Arena economy. This is going to be the economy video, probably the last one for the year, just to update and notify people are new. We got a lot of new people to the channel, and this also is popular. It goes out to a lot of new players. Universes Beyond is going to bring a lot of new players to the game because people are interested. If you're here for Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, Avatar, whatever you're here for, and you're new, and you want to know where to spend your money, how to best spend your money, what's worth it, what isn't worth it, I'm here to answer as many questions as I can. Also, feel free to leave in the comments if you have more questions that I didn't cover. We're going to go over all the main topics because Magic the Gathering Arena has a lot of different systems working all at once, a lot of different currencies and economies and different things going on, and they're a little confusing. So to get your head around it and make it understood how you can best spend your money and your time, this is what this video is for. So before we get into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously rip you apart and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So make sure you do that. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. We go live in both of those places and put up deck videos and all kind of fun stuff you can see. Hit that bell, you'll be notified when we do anything, so you join Notification Squad. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information. If you have questions, further questions about economy or the game, please come to the Discord and ask. And if you are interested in deck builds after the economy, check out my AetherHub or my Moxfield. They're down below. So, what are we going to talk about first? We're going to break this up into sections, and I'll put in some timestamps so you can look at the part you're going to need. First thing I want to talk about is going to be the Mastery Pass, okay? The Mastery Pass can be a good value, and I want to tell you when it is. This is 3,400 gems. You see I have enough gems to get it here. Now, if you flat buy the Mastery Pass from the store, if you get those gems, you go and you see, okay, that many gems is $20. So basically, the Mastery Pass is $20. If you went instead and went to the store and bought those same amount of gems, right? You bought $20 and got that many gems, and you went and bought that many packs. How many packs would you get? Well, you would get 10, and then 6, and then 1. So you would get 17 packs. So the Mastery Pass, dollar for dollar, is about 17 packs. So to make the Mastery Pass worth it, you need to make sure that you're getting enough. The break-even point for the Mastery Pass to be worth it for you to buy is to get 17 packs out of it. That's going to be the rule of thumb. If you get enough gold and packs out of it to equal 17, you've actually kind of, you've hit the break-even point, plus you're going to get a lot of other cards and cosmetics. But to guarantee pack for pack, dollar for dollar, you want to get 17. Generally speaking, it's going to be around from anywhere from level 39 to level about 44, generally speaking. Usually about the little bit past the halfway point. Usually about maybe the 2/3 point. Or thereabouts is what it's going to be worth it. If you have achieved that point in the Mastery Pass, it is not a problem to invest money, $20 or whatever, into it, because you're going to end up getting more from investing in the Mastery Pass and going beyond it, getting all of that to make it worth it for getting packs and gold and gems and everything else. Now, that's if you spend all of the gold and gems that you get on packs as well. So for this season, I believe that if you get to 39, if you are wondering, this season is going to be over very soon, so this information is going to be out of date. But generally speaking, it's going to recycle every 2 to 3 months, or 60 days to 75 days. If you've gotten to that break-even point on 39 to 44, you are going to make it be worth it. So we're going to buy this here, and we're going to talk about what you can do with this as well. Because there are ways that you can get a lot of those gems without having to spend cash on that. There's ways to get the Mastery Pass. Do I recommend the Mastery Pass? Yes. If you are getting if you're able to put the time and effort into it to get past the break-even point, it is a very good value. You will also see sometimes an offer to jump up 10 levels for more gems. Do not take that. It is not worth it. You never want to jump up those extra levels for extra gems. So we're going to claim our cosmetics here. We're going to claim our gems and our gold. Draft token we're going to talk about. And here we get a bunch of smattering of packs from all the current standard builds, from all the current standard things. It's also going to give you a bunch of mythic rares, which is actually pretty good. So we got a Famished Worldshire and a Weft Walking and all these other things right here. We got a gem here for a repeat card. That's pretty good. So we are it was absolutely worth it for me to spend the money on that, for me to spend the gems on that. Now, I did not spend any money on gems for this, believe it or not. I got all of this from the game. Because if you get to the point in the Mastery Pass that you are getting, we have those 30 balls there for cosmetics, you will get, from a completed Mastery Pass, you will end up getting about 1,020 gems. Okay, 1,200 gems. That means you also get a draft token. You look right here, I have a draft token. If you're able and good enough to do draft, now not everyone is. I certainly am not always up to draft, but there is a way to keep the ball rolling. You can go to something like a Premier Draft, whatever the current Premier Draft is, and if I'm able to get at least 1,800 right here, if I'm able to get 5 wins or 6 wins off the draft, I'll get 1,800 gems, and I'll basically have enough for the next Mastery Pass. So just from the gems you get from the Mastery Pass and 6 or 7 wins using your token in draft, you can perpetually always have enough gems to get the next Mastery Pass. Even if you get halfway, even if you only get 3 or 4 wins or something like that, and you only get 1,000, well then you're only 1,000 away from getting the Mastery Pass, and you've reduced the price of the Mastery Pass down significantly by doing okay in the draft, keeping the gems instead of using the gems to buy packs. You use them to buy the Mastery Pass coming up, and then replace whatever gems you have left, whether it's 1,000, with cash or anything like that. Sorry that took a while. So that means that you can get it down, and let's say you're only 1,000 short. Well, you've reduced the price of the Mastery Pass from $20 to $10. So it's a pretty decent grab at that point. It's a pretty decent get. So now that we have the packs open, I want to talk about buying packs and what the good economy is of this. The Wild Wheel. All right, first things first, you do not need to buy wild cards. I would not recommend that. Listen, if you're a big time divorce lawyer and you're making just giant stacks of money and you can spend, $500 a month on this game, buy all the wild cards you want. For the rest of us, workaday Joes, this is not worth it. This is for whales who really want to build their collection very fast. I see people in the comments, it makes me concerned. I see people saying, oh, Jay, I really like this deck. I'm going to have to go buy some wilds. Don't do this. Don't spend real money on wilds. This is for the whales. Now, again, you can do whatever you want with money. I'm saying that I don't recommend it, especially if you're more of a free-to-play player, and especially if you're on a budget. If you're a budget player, if you're free-to-play, you really don't want to spend a lot of money on that. Don't buy these. The point is, with 20 or 30, by buying $30 worth of stuff, you could get $30. You could get 30 or 45 packs or something like that. Hell, even more than that potentially. And just by opening up packs, you're going to fill your wild wheel. Every 6 packs you open, you get 1 free rare. So you got to figure that if you open 36 packs, you're going to get 6 rare wild cards. And every time you get 6 wild cards, 6 rare wild cards, you get a mythic rare. You also get uncommon wild cards pretty quickly. So that is a pretty good way of getting the wilds up, is just by getting packs. And I want to say something else too. If you are a complete free-to-play player, you can get a significant amount of packs per month. You can also see that for duplicate protection, I'm getting all gems here, which is filling up which is filling up my whatchamacallit pretty good. Because I've got so many already. We'll talk about that in a second. So there's a little bit of math to talk about here, about how many packs that you can get by doing the Mastery Pass and just by grinding. Like I said, approximately level 41 is going to be your break even on your Mastery Pass, right? Let's see, I got a lot of wilds. Just from opening up packs, I got gems and wilds. That's why I say it's not worth it to buy those wilds. It's just worth it to open up packs. So if we say, well, to make the Mastery Pass worth it, I need to get to level 41. Just by grinding that high, that is going to be the equivalent of 41,000 experience points, because every level is 1,000 experience points, right? Just by doing your weekly and daily challenges and getting your weekly and daily and your challenge experience points, you're going to end up getting about 8,125 experience a week, approximately, give or take. At that rate, okay, it'll take you about 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks approximately, again, give or take, this is rough math right here, to get to the point where you have gained enough levels to make the Mastery Pass worth it, if you get what I'm saying. You'll have spent 5 weeks getting to the point where the Mastery Pass was completely worth it for you. The cool thing about that is, in that time, if you see how much gold you're going to be making just daily by doing those daily challenges, 5 wins a day, getting your your challenges, doing your weeklies and all of those things, you're going to make approximately 1,125 gold a day by getting 5 wins. Now, if we multiply that per week, it's 8,825 gold per week, which is approximately 8 to 9 packs a week average. If we're talking about 5 weeks to get to the break-even point of the Mastery Pass, you're going to end up with 40 to 50 packs just by getting to the point to make your Mastery Pass pack worth it. Okay? That is really significant, because by buying the Mastery Pass at level 41, you're only getting like 17 packs. Just by getting enough experience points to get to the point where you've made the Mastery Pass worth it, you have gained 40 to 50 packs. Okay? So the game, over time, is actually fairly generous with the amount of packs that you're going to get. 40 to 45, maybe up to 50 a month, depending on how good you do. That's the main thing that I want to tell you about the economy. The number one thing that you're doing by investing money into the game is shaving off time. Okay? If you don't want to wait 5 weeks to get those 40 packs, you can go and spend real money to cut off that 5 weeks. If you want to learn the game slowly, get better at it, get more wins, learn it, start learning other colors, other decks, all other strategies, you know, by a month or 2 months of playing 5 games a day, you're going to get to the point where you've opened 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 packs, and you are slowly building your collection up as you go. Okay? So by spending money, what you're saving is time. If you want to bypass that time of grinding, you absolutely can spend the money to do it. But what I'm recommending, if you're a free-to-play player, get your 5 wins a day, do your dailies, do your weeklies, get your 5 wins, learn the game, learn your colors, learn your fundamentals, and get to the point where you can start experimenting with a lot of different builds, you can get the top meta stuff, and then start going from there on out. Magic is a very expansive game, and it feels very big at first. It feels like maybe I need everything. Maybe I need 1,000 different decks with 1,000 different cards that do 1,000 different things. You really don't. Learning the game kind of slowly and getting your teeth into it is actually pretty fun and a pretty tried and true method to do it. So it seems a little overwhelming at first, and it seems like there's a lot of systems you have to engage with. It seems like there's a lot of different things that you have to do you know, get everything, and you want to jump in, you want to get all the cards right away, and you want to do every deck. It is expensive to do that. Now, you certainly can. You could drop $100 on the game right now, $200, and get a lot of cards at first. Honestly, I don't recommend that. You have to figure that if you spend, $20 every couple of months to get the Mastery Pass, or you buy a couple of packs or something like that, it's decent. It's a decent investment to get into a game that you consider your hobby. And it's certainly cheaper than paper as it goes. So that is my recommendation. Get the Mastery Pass, go a little slow, go a little even on it. You don't need to rush into everything right away. You don't need to get everything right away. Be easy. Get your wins, grind up, because by the end of a month of playing with 5 wins a day, it doesn't feel like you've gotten that many, but just by opening, a 42 packs, guess how many wilds you've gotten from that? Every 6 ones that you've opened, you've gotten a rare wild card and a mythic rare. So 42 packs, what is that? That is almost that's 7. That's 7 rares you've gotten just off the muscle. 7 uncommon, 7 rare, 1 mythic rare, and whatever you've gotten for opening up 42 packs up per month. That's a decent amount. I mean, it's not that much. It's gonna be hard to full complete at that rate, but it is a decent amount. Now, the other good deal that I can tell you about is you can see here that I have bought the pre-release bundle. This is a pretty good value, and this will talk about golden packs into this right now. This is going to give you 50 cards, okay? And that means it's $1 a card, plus you're going to get a 1 bonus card, and you're going to get golden packs. If you look here in the store, you're going to see here, purchase 6 or more standard or alchemy packs to earn a golden pack. This is a relatively new system they've added to the game, and I really do like it. A golden pack, because it doesn't really ever explain what a golden pack is in the game. You're like, what is that? Well, 10 standard or alchemy, meaning it has to be one of these that is silver here. Anyone that's black or red is no good. It's not going to go towards golden packs. It's got to be a silver one. What does a golden pack do? Well, a golden pack is going to contain 6 cards. They're all going to be rare or mythic rare, and the game is also going to attempt to give you any cards that you don't have. Either you have no copies of that rare mythic rare, or you don't have a complete set of it yet. It's going to do its best to kind of randomize it. So it basically is going to give you 6 free rare or mythic rare cards that you don't have already. It's going to try to avoid duplication for that. That's what that's going to be. That is very useful because it's going to help round out your rare and mythic rare. And the other thing about golden packs that is very useful, golden packs count towards your wild wheel. So every 10 packs that you open, you get another golden. So let's say I talked about that 42 packs that you bought in a month. You're going to get 4 golden packs from that, which is going to add to the amount of wild wheels you fill up, which is going to add to the amount of rares that you get. So there is a couple of redundant systems that is going to help you advance the amount of rares, mythic rares, and wilds that you get as you go along. Yeah. So that is going to be kind of an additional system on top of that. So if you're buying packs from the store that are standard and alchemy, you are going to be getting access to those golden packs for every 10 that you do, and you're going to getting more packs on top of that. The more packs you do, the bigger wild wheel that you fill up. The more wild wheels you fill up, the more wilds you have, the bigger your collection, the more wins you can get, etc. and so forth, and you reach a very good inflection point. Do I recommend the other pre-orders? Not really. I don't think that I don't think that the Mastery Pass pre-order is that great unless you're super into these cosmetics. And I don't really I'm not a big drafter, so if you're a big drafter, maybe this one's good. But the only one that I personally would recommend is getting the early access. The $50 pre-order. If you figure there's about 4 or 5 releases a year, this year was odd because it had 6 releases. 4 or 5 releases a year. Let's say you're spending $200 to $250 a year on Magic. Is that a lot? Yeah, it can be kind of a lot, but spread out over a year, what is that? Less than $1 a day, 80 cents a day or something like that. If you feel like you're getting 80 cents worth of content out of the game, then certainly it's worth it. If there is a set that you're not interested in, like this Spider-Man set or Omen Paths or whatever, you don't care about Avatar at all, you don't need to buy it. But if there is something that you're very excited for, like the upcoming Lorewyn set or the new Zendikar set or whatever coming out in 2026, certainly it is not a bad investment to buy the $50 pre-order bundle, because you are getting packs for a relatively decent price as you go. So those are the methods right there. The other thing that we have to talk about is the vault. Okay, a lot of people don't like the vault. They talk a lot of crap about the vault. What that is duplicate protection. The vault progress. You see that my vault is at 244%. Every 100% I can open it up. Basically what that means is that every 100% you get 1 mythic wildcard, 2 rare wildcards, and 3 uncommon. The vault runs on a percentage point. You see how that's a 0.5? This has to do with opening packs. This was duplicate protection for packs. Every time that you open up a pack and you get the 5th copy of a common, you get 1 point. Every time you get the 5th copy of an uncommon, you get 3 points. When you get to 1,000 points, or 100%, you get this vault progress. So if you have filled up using your completion right here, by the way, because I'm going to tell you how to hack the system a little bit. You go to your set collection. You see that for something like foundations, you see that? I almost have the whole collection off of foundations. I have almost all of the rares, almost all of the uncommons, all of the commons, almost all of the uncommons. So anytime that I open up a foundations pack, I'm going to immediately get, 6 points. So if I get 6 points, I get to 1,000. I'm going to open that up. Every time that I get, if you look on something that I full completed, opening up Thunder Junction because I've completed it, I'm going to get, for duplicate protection service for purposes, I get 1 point towards the vault for my common that I open, 3 points for the uncommon. Now, if I open up a pack that I've full completed, or I get a rare that the 5th copy of a rare that I already have, you get 20 gems for a rare that you already have. So if you ever open up a pack and get gems, it's because you got a 5th copy of a rare. It means you get the 5th copy of a rare and you get 20 gems. If you open the 5th copy of a mythic rare, you get 60 gems. So the more completed a set are, the more packs you open for a completed set, the more bonuses you do get. This is why it's important, if you're planning on opening up a lot of cards, and you see here that I have 228 common wilds, a lot of times you can just spend a lot of wilds to craft a bunch of commons that you already like, a lot of commons or uncommons that you already like. So that way when you open up the packs, you're filling up the points to get the getting up the vault progression, pretty aggressively right there. So that's another way that you can spend. You say, well, Jay, I have all these common or uncommon wildcards, I'm never going to use them. Well, if you've saved up a bunch of gold and you want to buy, and you know that you're going to buy a bunch of Omen Path cards or something like that, you can craft a bunch of them, and you'll help fill up your vault progress pretty aggressively at that point. So that is another way to kind of get more out of the system as well. So I think that I've covered pretty much everything right here. I've pretty much covered all of the systems of getting packs, wilds, gold, all of that stuff. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Please, the main thing I want to emphasize is the grind. I know it's not... The fun part of the game should be playing the game. That should be part of the fun of it. So if you are you can also swap these out, by the way. A lot of people don't know, if you click them, you can try to swap out your 500 gold for 750 gold. If you get your 5 wins a day, every month you're beginning 4 packs, you will get a lot from the grind. you'll get more from the grind than you will from the Mastery Pass, which is a very interesting thing to think about, because you're thinking, oh, I got to grind up this Mastery Pass, I'm going to get so many cards. No, just by spending the time to get to the point where the Mastery Pass is worth it, you've gotten way more cards than the Mastery Pass has gotten you. So that's what time and investment does for this game. Spend wisely. Don't buy over your limit. Having a lot of good cards is not going to make you better at the game. Playing the game will make you better at the game. If you have any questions or concerns or any other interesting ideas or concepts that you want to know about Magic, how to play, or just more about where you should spend your money, or if you should spend money at all, I think I've done a pretty fair assessment. If you have any questions, please ask me. Come by the Discord. I hope this helped a lot. Good luck out there. I know Standard is tough right now. If you're new to the game, welcome. I hope this guide was helpful, and I'll see you in the plains. I'll see you in the Planeswalker fields. I'll see you in the battlefield, guys. I'll see you in the arena. Until next time, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. And, yeah, good luck.